Welcome. I'm Denny Somach with a special edition of the Rock Podcast. Here's the backstory. In the summer of 1982, I was producing a rock and roll TV show for CBS, and there was no one I wanted more than Mick Jagger. I would have gone anywhere to get an interview with him, and I got a call from their office. They were releasing a new live album, and was I willing to travel to Munich, Germany? You bet I was. I hired a film crew, and off I went to Munich for my exclusive interview with the elusive Mr. Jagger. I've never shared it before in its entirety, so here it is.
Mr. Jagger.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Not so bad.
Tell me something. How's the European tour going as compared to the American tour? You're on about the 9th date right now.
Yeah, well, it's going great, really.
Yeah.
I hate to say so, it's weird, but no, but it is going really wonderfully. I mean, because we haven't been here for 6 years, you know, so that's a long time. And we're playing a lot of stadium dates, like the one you saw today. We're in the moment, we're in Munich in southern Germany. A lot of Americans here who were at the show today.
Does that surprise you? A lot of Americans came?
No, they always come. They're so bored here. But no, the thing is that no band has done a stadium tour. That we've done. We did start off with theatres, but the majority of the gigs are stadiums. You know, like some small. We did Berlin, 22,000, a beautiful natural amphitheatre. This one, 70,000. We did in Scotland 3,000s. We did in England 200. But really, no one's ever. We're doing the stadiums, and so it's a kind of new thing for Europeans, you know, because Europe was also violent before, and you know, and now that they're good, and you get a very big. When you get a stadium, everyone can come. You know, if you do a 3,000 seat theatre, you get the guy that is the richest guy, or the mad Stones fan who's seen every show. When the stadium, you can get everyone, you know, from the very young to the very old, and every kind of person. So it's, I mean, we're pleased with the start. But each case, the trouble is each country is each country.
I was going to say, is that what's the
that's
problem?
That's the real difference, you know. I mean, anyone that's been to Europe knows that. You know, you go 100 miles, and you know your cultural lines, I mean, your language, not only your language, everything changes. You know, the songs that they like in one country, or even one town in one country, they won't want to hear in the other one. They want to hear something else. So in that way, you know, you have to be you have to have your antennae, thank you very much, out.
Yeah.
You know, for that, you know, stuff. I mean, the Germans, but the Germans just a boogie, you know, they don't want to hear any slow songs.
Why has it been 6 years since you did Europe?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, the last time we toured Europe, we didn't enjoy it very much. We kind of thought, well, you know, touring, we've done a lot of touring. And we kind of quit touring for a while, and we did a short tour of America in 1978, and we didn't tour again for 3 years. And last year we did a tour of America, which we enjoyed very, very much, and the crowd's wonderful, the response was wonderful. We enjoyed playing, and so, you know, when Bill Graham said to me, well, let's do Europe the same kind of way, but European style, we said, okay, we'll give it a whirl.
There's been talk that you'll do maybe some dates in South America, maybe some additional dates in the States this year. Is that?
I'm not doing Argentina tomorrow, but you know, way too. Yeah, we you don't mind if I have it?
No, help yourself. Don't show the label though.
I won't, but it's long brown. No, yeah, we probably Australia. We haven't been for a long time, and South America, which we've never been to. It's the two you know, places where people, well, they want to see us, which is very nice.
Yeah. You wouldn't tack on any additional dates in America this year, then, right?
Not this year, no.
Okay.
No. We're too. The world is a big place. America's a wonderful big place, but the world is big, you know. Yeah.
Let's talk about Still Life. That's the new album, the live album that's out, basically from the tour. Anything in particular you want to say about that? This is about your, what, 4th live album?
Well, I don't know if it's that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. We haven't put a, yeah. Yeah,
Love You Live.
Yaya's was one of my favourite albums. I don't really like live albums too much, isn't it? Love You Live was a double album. That was a while ago now. That's
76?
Yeah. So that's what, 7 years?
Yeah.
7 years, and all the numbers on this one are well, none of them, I don't think, have been out live before, maybe years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm talking about really. It's not a bad album. You know, I wish we could have had a studio album done for this tour, but I think it's a good album, you know, as an encapsulation of the American tour.
Did you put it out, when you did the American tour, did you intend to put a live album out? Or
Yeah,
after?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we recorded some 10 shows,
Yeah.
and I went and listened to them all. And I went away. What I did, I went away and spent a month listening to them all in my headset, and just figuring out which ones I liked, which shows I liked, and which, you know, because you do 55 shows, hey, you want to record for 55 or listen back to 55. So, but even if you record 10, excuse me, if you record 10, you know, you still got to pick which shows you like or which numbers, and then you have to pick which numbers. We did 25 numbers, we only can get 10 on the single album.
Were you happy with the on TV concert that you did in America from the Hampton?
Yeah. I think it was a good thing. It was a first, which I love to do.
Right.
I think it could be done better. I'd love to do it again. We have also coming out a film of the concert tour of America.
The Hal Ashby thing?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it should be out probably early September. Tentatively, it's called Time Is On My Side, though. Keith and I have been going,
Yeah, he says it might be...
I said, what about calling it? And we got every day we change it. We're going to have to make up our mind in a week. But anyway, it's a straight concert film. I mean, there's no pretense of any story or, you know, but it's well shot and the sound is excellent. Parts I've seen of it, I mean, it's not quite finished yet, you know.
Yeah.
It's still being edited, but I've seen half of it. And well, to me it's okay.
Are you pleased with most of the previous Stones films?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Which ones do you like, which ones don't you like?
I mean, I don't really think any of it. Well, Gimme Shelter's a kind of interesting film. Cocksucker Blues, which was never released, is a kind of interesting film, so you can't really show it theatrically because it's so badly kind of shot, you know, it's shot in sort of, you know, 16mm. Sometimes it's really a bit messy. It's like a thing to do, you know, it's like not a general release. Ladies and Gentlemen, that's a while ago now, and that was never generally released, which we hope this will be.
What about the Rock and Roll Circus? Was that ever intended to come out?
That was a TV show which was never released, it was never filmed.
Do you have a lot of films in the can that's just sitting around?
We have an interesting thing with a club date with Muddy Waters, which we did on this last American tour, which is a kind of fun thing, which we could show on TV one day, I'm sure, you know, coming up.
Someday, do you want to compile a lot of the footage and put something out? Sort of an official document?
Well,
does that interest you?
Yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah, why not? I mean, but I'd like to get the Muddy Waters little club concert. That would be good around Christmas time. It's a different look. I mean, after the film, you see like 70,000 people in Phoenix or whatever, you know, and then you see like this little tiny club and it's like 100 people jammed in there. It's a completely different atmosphere, and I find it interesting just to watch on the TV.
I interviewed Muddy Waters just about 8-9 months ago. He thinks of you as his boys.
Well, he's a real gentleman.
Yeah. You've known him for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Now, you said at the press conference in Philadelphia when you announced the tour There were a lot of people that you wanted to have open for. You mentioned a lot of names, a lot of people that you had open for in the early days, Carl Perkins and Roy Orbison. Screaming. Did you get a chance to have as many people as you wanted open for you in America? Of that nature, of those types of people?
We had a good, I think we had pretty good opening acts, you know. I mean, we've always tried to have good opening acts, you know. We had Tina Turner, we've had Stevie Wonder. Before they were really well known.
Yeah.
I mean, they were well known with the black audience, but not particularly with the white audience. I was pretty satisfied.
Was there anybody that you really wanted to get that you couldn't, just didn't work out?
Well, James Brown was supposed to open at the Madison Square Garden, but he just didn't ever show. That's life. So we got Screaming Jay Hawkins instead.
Yeah. Tell me something about. You've always got these leftover tracks from all these albums and stuff. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you write a song about this hotel? Isn't there a song called
There's
Munich?
a song called Munich Hilton, yeah.
How many tracks are left over? When do you think we'll see?
Left over is the word. I'm trying to catch
Okay,
this more.
let's see if we can get them.
Yeah, we have, I mean, so many, I mean, like hundreds.
Do you think we'll see another studio album in a shorter span of time than?
No, there won't be another Stone studio album until next year.
Yeah. Well,
because, you know, if we're going to tour Australia, Japan, that will be this fall.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't go into the studio until January, so...
Keith says you're going in right after the tour.
Well, Keith says things, you know, and I say things, and sometimes we bull. Yeah, well, Keith might be going in straight after the tour, but, you know, we won't, you know, we take 3-4 months to, you know, we could go in and cut some things right after the tour. But if we are going to do Australia and Japan, we have to do it in the fall. We won't have time to finish the album. We might get half it done.
Okay. Would you tell me about your relationship with Keith?
No.
It's been 20 years musically, and before that you knew him since...
Yeah, I mean, I've known him since, like, he was 5 years old, so that's, I'm not going to tell you my age, but it's 30-something years
You're
ago.
going to be 39 in about 3 weeks?
Yeah.
4 weeks?
Yeah.
July?
Maybe I should put my glasses back on. No. Yeah,
it's a special,
long
very special relationship
I mean,
there.
You know, it's a long. We were friends at school, and you know, then we kind of formed a band together with Brian Jones, and then we started to write songs together, and that was like kind of the mainstay in a way of our relationship. You know, I used to write the words, and Keith wrote the music. Now we both, you know, he writes some words, and I write music and whatever. What can I say? It's difficult to describe a relationship in a couple of seconds, you know.
Well, I'm interested in the people are interested, basically, in, you know, when you're not touring, when you're not, how much do you keep in contact with him off the road and
All the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we had, you know, we had holidays together. Just before this tour, we went on holiday together and wrote songs together, and went on a boat. We rented a sailboat, and you know, and you know, we have a pretty good relationship. We have our ups and downs, but I mean, after 30-something years, I mean, if you don't have any ups and downs, there's something wrong with your relationship. But we, you know, we managed to get on.
Tell me about what you want to do as far as films. You were involved in a project, weren't you?
Well,
tour
my
sort of
first
project?
thing was to get this concert thing off. You know, I thought it was about time that the Rolling Stones put the money up and made a concert film, and that was one of my things. And I want to get a decent director, and I want to get it out there. I don't want this flim-flam, you know, and you end up with no money, and the film being shown, and it looks rubbish.
Right.
You know? So that was my one thing. And then Hal Ashby and I had been developing Kalki, which is a Gore Vidal novel. Plus, you know, I'm developing some other things, but movies is a tough thing, you know.
Do you find the people in the movie business to be a totally different breed and tough to deal with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, on lots of levels, you know. I mean, I'm dealing with distributors here. You know, I mean, you know, yeah, some of them are nice, some of them are my friends. I mean, the directors I get along with pretty good. You know, they offer you parts that, you know, for a lot of money that you just say, look, it's not me, get someone else, you know what I mean? And it's an odd business, films. I mean, it's the strangest business because there's so much money at stake, you know. I mean, every movie costs a fortune.
Right. Have you seen any good movies lately that you like? Did you get to go to movies a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been since we've been on the road, and Europe's we're way behind. I mean, America, and you know, I like Warren Beatty's movie. I mean, Reds I liked. I mean, that's the last really what you call a big movie that I saw just before I left. There's a lot of movies I have to catch up on. I catch up on videos and stuff, which is not a very good way to see movies.
Speaking of videos, your videos, the ones for Tattoo You and the ones over the last couple of years, have been really pretty good. How involved are you in the production of those?
Well, we're totally involved.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, some of them are good, some of them aren't. We just did one for the live album, Going to a Go-Go.
Right.
And I was so busy rehearsing, I would have liked to have spent more time. But funnily enough, I don't want to sound like chauvinistic, but a lot of the best people are English or Australians, you know, and they're going to be, these people are going to be, you know, movie directors.
You mean like Russell Mulcahy and those?
Yeah, they're really hot and they're really fast, and I enjoy doing them, and I hope that for the next whatever music or next Stones album, I mean, I want to do a complete one.
Yeah. Do you come up with the basic concepts for the last couple of videos? Have you been involved from day one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Rest
Now,
of the band too.
yeah, we're going to be showing a little piece from the Going to the Go-Go.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about that? That's basically from the Hamptons, right?
Yeah. The only
and then
Going to Go-Go is from Hampton, where we did the TV thing.
Right.
And then I thought, well, instead of just showing the thing, let's try and put a little sort of thing in it. So we shot a little bit around, you know.
Do you know if Smokey Robinson's heard you do his version of that song?
He probably has by now. Last time I saw Smokey was on the street in Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles, and it was in the evening, and Peter Tosh and I had just done Don't Walk and Don't Look Back, which Smokey wrote. And this guy says, "Hey Mick, thanks for Don't Walk and Don't Look Back." And I said, I couldn't see because it was like about, you know, it was dark. I said, "Who's that?" I said, "Smokey, see you later." And that was it. And I saw him. I said, she's probably heard it.
Yeah. Tell me what you think about the music industry today as compared to when you were starting out. I mean, you're also...
Well, the artists get more money.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference.
Yeah. But you're running your own company now, and you know, you're more in control of things.
Well, most artists, you know, get more control. There's, I think it's still tough, though. I mean, for people starting out.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. I mean,
are you happy that you did start your own label and have it going, or has it turned out to be a little bit of a...
the thing was that in the I mean, I don't think it's very interesting, really, but I mean, you can use it or not. But when we first started in England, or even in America for better, there was only like, 2 or 3 record companies, and if they didn't take you, then you'd had it.
Right.
And in England, you know, there was BMI, Decca, and that was it. And if they didn't sign you, you didn't have a record contract. And if they did sign you, you get like a penny a record, you know. And now I always say to them, look, if you make $1, then I'll make $1, because they have no risk. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, they spend a little bit on advertising, the least they possibly can.
Yeah, and they charge you for postage stamps, right?
Yeah, really.
Do you want to sign any more acts to your label? You got, What do you have on it now? You have...
We only have Peter Tosh.
Right.
And we're looking for a bright, you know, young act, and we think we've got some here in England, and, well, I mean, they can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
And we've lots of tapes and stuff, and we hope to get something together, but I don't get really that involved in it, you know, because I have so much other stuff to do.
Right.
I mean, I'm getting more involved in the videos and the movies, and they always want me to produce the record,
Right.
And 3 months in the studio with a, you know, no.
Do you think, is there any one perfect Stones album that you'd say is the perfect Stones album? Because the Stones never really sold what, like, there's bands that come and go, like Journey and Styx, and they sell 5, 6, Fleetwood Mac, 12.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, the Stones have been consistent, but, I mean, I know from checking in, you never really sold in the multi-millions. You sell 1 million or just over. I know your last live album, I think, did about 600,000-700,000 when it came out. Just recently went platinum. People have this perception that you sell these millions and millions.
Yeah, well, in the old days, I mean, like, what the people would think, like, take a record, well, I mean, we do sell more now.
Yeah.
We sell, like, some girls at, like, 7 million or something, and this, we sell 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Right.
But in the old days, not that long ago, less than 10 years ago, like, an album which everyone thinks is great, is Exile on Main Street, sold nothing. Sold not even 1 million.
You're not taking the blame.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are selling more records now than we used to, so I'm very grateful. It's taken us an awful long time to get there.
Yeah. Have you been doing any writing on the road with Keith at all?
Yeah, we've done some.
Yeah. Anything you want to talk about?
No, wait till they come out.
Okay, you're going to write the words to the song about this hotel?
I already did that.
Keith said that he wrote the music and you haven't written the words.
I already wrote them.
Okay. Do you have favorite songs that you want to talk about? Everybody always wants to know what your favorite songs are. Stones songs.
Some of my favorite songs are Miss You, Shattered.
Does it change from year to year?
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a lot of them. There's 200.
Right.
This is pretty weird.
Do you ever put your albums on and listen to them?
No.
No? Okay.
I really don't.
Okay. Do you still get a rush when you hear yourself on the radio? You crank up the radio?
On the new things.
Yeah? When you're driving around, no satisfaction.
I want to see what, no, not satisfaction. I know what that sounds like on the radio.
Yeah.
But if you got a new album out and if it comes on the radio, I want to hear that, what it sounds like really on the radio.
Right.
Oh.
And you still get a rush out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Let me ask you about, there's always people hanging out with you when you're on tour. Any celebrities on this tour? I know you had...
What, like Lisa Minnelli or Barbra
No, any
Streisand?
famous tennis players or any...
No, I haven't seen any. I mean, they come to the nice places like Paris.
Yeah.
In London, there'll be tennis players, you know, because it's Wimbledon.
Right.
And there'll be the regular, John McEnroe wants to be a rock singer.
Yeah.
So you say, and Vetus and they'll be in London.
I think wasn't Vetus in Philadelphia? Did I see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be in London, and we don't get the glamour. We don't get the glamorous rape called Welch type on this European tour, you know, with it.
Okay. Let me ask you about some of the, what are your, first of all, what do you do to unwind from a show? Okay, now I saw you today.
I do interviews at CBS.
I saw you today in front of about 75,000 people, and you came back to the hotel, you took a bath, you're here doing this interview. But what do you usually do to unwind? Do you have to, get psyched down, or?
It takes a while, really. I mean, you just slowly does it. It takes a while. I mean, you can't go to sleep because your adrenaline in your body is still pumping so hard, and it takes a while for that to go. Have a hot bath, but that's just for the legs, really. And then you could go, I mean, in here we can have a swim, which is nice. And then who knows?
Are you going out clubbing tonight?
No, I did that last night.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm going to be quiet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Tell me about. I understand you've been investing in some land in Texas. Is that true?
No, it's not true.
Not true at all. Okay. Tell me what kinds of letters you get from fans these days.
They're the same as they always were.
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
No, I mean, I liked you, or I liked you for a long time, or maybe I liked you not very long, or maybe I don't like you at all, but please send me an autograph, that's all.
I want to ask you about, are you more wary of certain letters that you get? Are you more, since the Lennon thing, I know you're more aware of, when you're out and stuff. Does it still bother you? Does it have an effect on you?
No, I mean, I was very upset that John Lennon was killed, but I mean, it hasn't really affected my life, or really.
You don't feel more conscious?
I don't think it has really affected it, apart from the fact that I miss John Lennon.
Okay. Let me ask you about your clothing. All right? Can we talk about that? Sure.
Oh,
Who designed your
Brooks Brothers.
The stuff like you had on stage and stuff for the tour? Who designs your clothes?
Different people.
Yeah. Anybody want to mention?
Yeah, well, Anthony Price, who's a London designer, did a lot of the trousers. And then I just go on the street and buy the shirts and the t-shirts. And I mean, I mix all the street stuff up with.
Yeah.
The only thing you can't get on the street is the trousers, really.
Right.
That's really all. You know, I ask a few designers to make things up, or I do drawings. With Georgios and Angela, we did a lot of clothes.
Right.
And I still have his, and you know, they last. If they're good, they last forever. And you mix them up, you know. And people don't realise, oh, you wore that in 1976, but you know, they don't see it because you wear it with something else.
How much a part of is the rock and roll lifestyle have to do with fashion and that kind of thing? You think it's...
Well, rock and roll's always been very strongly interrelated to fashion, especially in the UK. Very much in the UK. In America, perhaps not quite so much. You know, like stars come and go in Europe very, very fast, and they, you know, you wear a kind of clothes, like you cut your hair one way, and you like that kind of music, and then that lasts for a few months, and then you do it again. So there's this very strong fashion thing.
Okay. How do you like living in New York?
Well, I don't live there all the time. I mean, I do spend a lot of time there,
Yeah.
and I like it very much.
Do you have a favorite places throughout the world, and places you'd like to tour?
Yeah,
that
it
you
makes me
haven't?
sound like a jet setter, what you mean.
No, you know, you must have favorite cities.
Yeah, I mean, I like New
You
York.
are a jet setter, aren't you?
Well, you know, I mean, most people don't travel on propeller planes anymore. I drive, but,
Do you drive in New York?
no, just a yellow
okay.
cab.
All right. Just checking.
But, no, I don't like to drive because you never park anywhere. But, New York I like, and Paris, then London.
Yeah. Bahamas?
Bahamas I'd never go.
No. Okay. Now, you mentioned you want to try and get to South America. Do you want to do Russia, China, any of that kind of stuff? Would you like to tour
Yeah,
that?
well, we almost did China. I mean, we can do China, maybe we'll do it this autumn.
Yeah.
Or fall, or whatever they want to call it. It's a tough cookie.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
I once heard in an interview, I mean, you're obviously aware of the influence you have on people and stuff, mostly kids. If you were to go to Russia and you had the chance to sit down with Brezhnev, would you talk to him?
That's the most hypothetical question I've ever been posed.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think Brezhnev could, you know, will sit down with anyone like me. His time is too valuable.
Would you make it?
Plus, he's rather ill.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay, but would you? I heard you say in an interview that you realize the influence you have, and if you could do anything, it would be to try and get Brezhnev and Reagan to sit down and talk about.
Well, Reagan's. I remember saying that on the Rona Barrett show. But now, anyway, at least Reagan he offered Mr. Brezhnev a slot on whatever network he didn't specify, which that's not so bad, you know. I think dialogue is really important, you know, between this, because we you know, we're in such a fragile world now that whatever we do, I mean, we've got to make sure that we don't end up in a big blow up, and dialogue is one of the ways of avoiding it.
Well, how could you, as Mick Jagger, use your influence to do
Me, I
anything?
mean, I'm nothing. I mean,
Well, you have an influence. Every time you say something, you're in the paper. We're here interviewing
well,
you
yeah,
today.
okay, well, but yeah, I
You
mean,
could use it to, you know.
yeah, I mean, I mean, you know, what did Prince say? Ronnie talk with Russia or something. You know, yeah, they got to get down and talk. They got to get down and talk, and the talk has to really mean something. And you know, I mean, I don't think we really want to destroy Russia. I don't think really Russia wants to destroy America. We have to get past this phobia of, you know, We have to start just, getting rid of these weapons. It's not going to happen overnight, but we've got to start. Because if we don't, we won't be here.
Yeah.
And it's not going to last much longer. I mean, it's staring you in the face, and because it's staring you in the face, no one wants to look at it. It's like an ostrich, and it's terrible. And Ronald Reagan, much as a lot of people admire him as president, I mean, I saw him address today. I mean, he talks like a peaceable man, but I mean, we all know that we're spending more and more and more on armaments. But he's talking peace, but he's okay, that's his strategy. But I mean, the reality when you see the guy on television, I come as a messenger of peace. I can't remember his exact words. Please forgive me if I misquote. But he came as a peaceful man. And we all know that we've got this huge arsenal of nuclear weapons, and and after all, the only other thing that I will say on the subject is the only country that ever dropped the atomic bomb is the United States.
Right. Are you involved in any of these anti-nuke movements, or do you want to?
Well, we're all involved in the peace movement in Europe. I mean, there's no one in Europe that isn't in the peace movement, because this is going to go first.
No, but I mean, is any of the organizers, like in the States, in fact, this weekend there's a concert in New York with...
They never invite me.
Yeah. Would you like to be invited?
Yeah, they should invite me.
Okay.
I thought that the only thing about the no nuke, power stations was a load of old, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I live near 3 Mile Island, so it's not to me.
To you it wasn't, but I mean, even though 3 Mile Island, if it had blown up, right, would have killed you, right? It's not anywhere near as dangerous as all the stockpiles of nuclear weapons we have. We only have a few 3 Mile Islands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's important that that it's safe. The nuclear power is safe, but that's the side issue. I mean, that's really running off on the side. The real important issue is the weapons issue. Okay? We want our nuclear power plants, we want our coal power plants, we want everything, we want all our industry to be safe. But our real problems is in our nuclear warheads.
Okay, on the lighter side then.
Oh, that was a serious point.
That was serious. On the lighter side, and I'll wrap this up so you can get rolling. Tell me, people, this is a question I ask a lot of people. What kind of magazines do you subscribe to when you're sitting around?
I subscribe to any.
What do you grab at an airport?
Scientific American I subscribe to.
Yeah.
It's the only one. The New Yorker.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone. Oh, I pick up everything,
Yeah.
Playboy.
Yeah. Do you have favorite TV shows? American ones? Or British ones, actually.
I watch 60 Minutes.
Yeah. That seems to be the most popular.
But I try and avoid the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Would you like to have a special, your own special, TV special?
Why not?
Or sort of like McCartney did. I mean, have you ever?
No, better than that.
Well, you know what I mean. Have anyone ever approached you? Have you ever approached anyone?
Yeah.
What's happened?
Always the same people.
Yeah.
It's the same people that do the Paul McCartney
Right.
done this time.
Well, what would you do if you had if the network said we'll give you an hour? What would you like to do? Something different?
Oh, well, I wouldn't do it on the network.
Yeah.
Because you have ads.
Well, that's the American way.
Yeah, well,
In fact, we have to break for a commercial right now.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you very much.
Seriously, if you could have a Dean Martin Christmas special, wouldn't you like to have the Rolling
No,
Stones?
thank you.
No, it doesn't
I'd
interest you.
pass.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans in America now that the tour's over?
Probably see you next year.
Really?
So now you've seen it, a very candid interview at a time when no one was getting interviews with the band. Creative differences between Jagger and Richards was a big reason. They had completely different visions for the band's musical direction, and Mick's solo career was a big part of it. He was releasing albums like She's the Boss in 1985 and Primitive Cool in 1987. Richards felt Jagger should prioritize the band, and Jagger's refusal to tour behind the 1986 album, Dirty Work, didn't improve the relationship. They reunited in the late 1980s and toured in 1989 with the release of the album Steel Wheels, which they recorded between March and June of 1989 at Air Studios in Montserrat, and released on August 29th, 1989. I hope you enjoyed this rare look at Mick Jagger over 40 years ago, as much as I enjoyed producing it. It's just one reason why the Rock Podcast is the #1 podcast for classic rock. If you're listening to the audio-only version, I want you to know we have a video version on YouTube, and it's all free, no charge. You'll find all the links on our website, Rock and Roll for Grownups. That's rock, the letter N, roll, the number 4, grownups.com. Enjoy the best music ever, the rock of our life, and get in touch. I'm Denny Somach. Look for the next episode of the Rock Podcast.